Hello everyone, welcome back to Clues by Sam. It is Friday and we have a tricky one. If you don't know what Clues by Sam is, it is a logic puzzle game where you have 20 people. Some of them are innocent, some of them are criminal, and each of them may give you a clue to help you figure out who is who. And you need to do no guessing. Let's get started for today. So first of all, we have Mary telling us that only one of the two innocents to the left of Scott is Paula's neighbor. Lots of names here, lots of information. So Scott is here and he has two innocents to his left. And one of them is Paula's neighbor who's here. So we know that Paula is one of those innocents. Now Paula is telling us that Ruby is not innocent. So we know that Ruby is a criminal, and since there's two innocents to the left of Scott and Paula's neighbor is Olive, she is the other innocent here. We don't need this clue anymore, or this one. Now Ruby is telling us that Terry and Freya have an equal number of criminal neighbors. Terry here and Freya here. So far we know that Terry has two innocent neighbors and Vicky might be a criminal, but we don't know yet. Freya has exactly two innocent neighbors. Okay, so we know that Vicky is a criminal. Vicky is telling us that Hilda is one of two criminals to the right of Gabe. So Hilda is a criminal and there's an innocent among these two to the right of Gabe. Now Hilda is telling us there are as many innocent farmers as there are innocent pilots. And so far we know about two farmers. Are there any other farmers? One here. So we have three farmers total and one pilot, two pilots. Two pilots total. And there are as many innocent farmers as there are innocent pilots. But we still don't know about Keith. So we can't rule out both of them being innocent. What other clues do we have there? Oh, we know about Freya, and one of the pilots is Freya's neighbor. So we know that Freya has two innocent neighbors. And only one of them is here, so the other one has to be Emma. And that tells us what Keith is, because there are as many innocent farmers as there are innocent pilots. Nope, it doesn't, because we don't know about Chris. But Emma tells us there's an odd number of innocent farmers. So there can't be two innocent farmers. There's only one here. If Keith is a innocent too, then there'd be an even number of innocent farmers. So Chris is a criminal. And Keith as well. Because there are as many innocent farmers as there are innocent pilots. So don't need this clue anymore, I think. Now Chris is telling us only one of the two innocents below Freya is Isaac's neighbor. Isaac is here and there's two innocents below Freya. Isaac has two neighbors below Freya, which are John and Noah. So there's another innocent among Scott and Zoe. Two innocents below Freya, right? There's one innocent here, neighboring Isaac, and another one here. Now Keith is telling us an odd number of innocents in column D are neighboring Isaac. These are the same clue, aren't it? Oh, they aren't, because we know that there's one innocent among these two, but Freya cannot be an innocent too because well, she neighbors Isaac in column D, and if she were to be an innocent, then there be 2 innocents neighboring Isaac, and that's an even number. So Freya is a criminal. And we don't need this clue anymore. Or do we? No. Freya, only one of the 3 innocents neighboring Mary is Isaac's neighbors. So Mary is here, and she has 3 innocent neighbors. And only one of them is Isaac's neighbor, which is in here, right? I think I'm gonna have to put some deeper thought into this because it's getting tighter, the whole logic here. Terry and Freya have an equal number of criminal neighbors. Yeah, we know that because... So we don't need this clue anymore. So we have an innocent and a criminal here. But Isaac has 1 criminal neighbor, 1 innocent neighbor, which may be Noah. And only one of the 3 innocents neighboring Mary is Isaac's neighbor. All of the neighbors that Mary and Isaac have in common are here. So Hilda is already ruled out. But we know there's an innocent here among these 2. So Larry has to be a criminal because he's also neighboring Isaac and Mary. And only one of those neighbors in common is an innocent. Right? So Larry is a criminal. But we still don't know about these 2, and Isaac himself may be an innocent. Now, Larry is telling us that Isaac has 2 innocent neighbors on the edges, which are Emma and someone here. So Donald is a criminal. Now Donald's telling us there's an odd number of criminals in row 2. And we know there's 2 here to the right of Gabe, so Gabe's a criminal too. Don't need this clue anymore. Now Gabe's telling us that Wanda is one of 10 criminals on the edges. And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 3 more to find out. 2 of them are here. So Terry has to be a criminal too. Right? Because below Freya there are 2 innocents and 2 criminals. So Terry has to be a criminal too. Nice. And we don't need this clue anymore, I don't think. Now Wanda's telling us that only one of the 4 innocents on the edges is Mary's neighbor. So Scott is not an innocent. And Isaac is an innocent. Because only one of the 4 innocents on the edges is Mary's neighbor. And there's 2 innocents among these 4 people here. 2 innocents here. And 3 with Emma, 4 with Olive. So only one of those innocents is Mary's neighbor. The one left is Zoe. So Zoe is an innocent and Scott is a criminal. Now, that also tells us that Isaac is an innocent because Mary has 3 innocent neighbors. So Isaac himself is an innocent. What else? What else? Rhea has 2 innocent neighbors, so John has to be a criminal and Noah has to be another innocent. And we are done. That was quick. Under 10 minutes. Yeah. Took my time to think about everything. Really nice puzzle. I didn't think it was so tricky as I thought it would. But we have a hard one tomorrow. And I'm still a bit traumatized from last week. So let's see how tomorrow goes. I hope to see you here. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more from me, you can follow me on my other socials. I have an Instagram where I show off my muscles. And I have a Blue Sky where I post Wordle and some other things. Links are in the description. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more.